remember we met. I can tell by your smile. You hadn't been with a good girl like me in a while. Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me by now, my name is Trini Lovely. And today we're going to have a very interesting topic. Today we're going to talk a little bit about business. And if you saw my previous video, I spoke about me starting my own online retail store, where I'm going to actually be selling numerous items, you know, from clothes to wall art to just many different things, jewelry. So I wanted to talk a little bit about when you're trying to start a business and staying very positive. You know, you're always going to have people on the sidelines saying you can't do it, right? There's always going to be people on the sidelines telling you that, you know, this is not possible, right? But you have to always remember it's your vision. It's your reality. You're materializing everything that you want to occur, right? So, you know, recently I took some pictures, because when I tell you I'm literally doing everything from scratch, like to the point of the models that I'm using to model the clothes, when I tell you I'm not even using real models to model the clothes. I'm really using friends, family, who's supportive, right? And, you know, the whole thing is, to me, it's basically me executing everything that I have in this brain of mine to make this a reality. And, you know, recently I was speaking to one of my friends, and, you know, I took some pictures, and my friend was like, you know, that looks so unprofessional, that, you know, the person that you use doesn't look, you know, like a model. And I was like, I'm well aware of that. I know, you know, who I asked to assist and help. And she was like, you know, why don't you go ahead and get these models to model the clothes? You know, so I had to say, you know, instead of scrutinizing and criticizing, why don't you lend your assistance? You know, a lot of people believe that they want to give you tough love. You don't need tough love. You need a support team. And I think a lot of people miss that. When you're trying to start something from the bottom and you're trying to work your way up, you always got to keep in mind there's always going to be people that's going to come in your way, because they're not familiar with seeing you do it, right? It's easier for them to meet somebody who's already at this level of success, and they say to themselves, okay, this person is successful, I expect that from this person because I met this person this way. But here you come and you're trying to start from something at the bottom and work your way up, and it's people on the sideline, it's like, girl, you can't do that. That's not possible. You can't make that a reality. So you got to always keep in mind that it doesn't matter what people say. Your main objective is to make your manifestation happen for you. You have to materialize what you want to happen for you. And there's always going to be people on the sideline just, you know, discouraging you. And if you listen to everyone, you will never get to where you want to be. You will never get to the position that you can be. Okay, so if you're like me and you try to start your own business, and you have friends that you may feel that is willing to support and they want to step in and be the model, go ahead. You don't have to wait until you have a slim model, or you have to have the most sexiest person, the most beautifulest person. If you have a team of supportive people who want to be on your side, go ahead. Because if you're sitting here to wait for a certain kind of income to get started for you to start your business, then it won't happen. Don't miss out on the opportunity. 2020 is a year of new beginnings. If it's anytime there's a year of new beginnings, there's a closing in a cycle. And if you're closing in a cycle, then that means there's opportunities waiting. So if you look at 2020 of how many different changes that we have now, we're living in a world right now that everyone is wearing a mask, right? So the world has changed. So if the world has changed, that means there's new opportunities. So if there's new opportunities, get up on that energy and make that opportunity become a reality. Because you don't want to miss this opportunity right now. You can't allow fear to hold you back. You can't allow people from the outside to tell you, hey, listen, you can't do it. Because if I allow people on the outside to tell me I can't do it, then I'm giving them that power over me, right? And if you want to actually start your business, go ahead, shoot for it. The sky's the limit. Go ahead and start your own business. This is the year to do it. This is the year for opportunities. As you see, new things is actually coming through. We live in a whole different world now. You know, we live in a world where it's a lot of fear. Take advantage of that energy. Because when 2020 first happened and I first learned of the COVID-19, I'm not going to lie. I was a little bit terrified off of what I seen, because this was something new to me. I didn't think this was gonna be something good. I knew when I first started hearing like a lot of deaths coming in, I was panicking. I was panicking to the point where I didn't even make a video. Right now, I had to catch myself. I had to realize, wait, hold up. There's an energy that on numerology, every number has a specific energy. So if there's an energy on the number, then, and I'm seeing new beginnings happening and occurring, then I know that there's new opportunities and doors that's opening and doors that is closed, right? So there's doors opening in front of you and there's doors closing behind you, because the world has changed. So if the world has changed and it's the macro, then I want my little world to change, which is the micro. So I'm not gonna lose out on an opportunity of energy. And I'm just telling you, I'm being real. I'm not gonna lose out on an opportunity of energy. So when I was speaking to my friend and I was listening to my friend, and she was basically trying to discourage me about me asking for, you know, my friends to actually step in and assist me, and she had some real harsh critiques of unwanted information that I didn't really care to have. And I said to myself, you know, me of who I am, being a Taurus, you know, we're stubborn. We do not take no for an answer. Okay? And, you know, I'm a person that I'm going to continue to push myself. I'm going to continue to keep touching the stars. I'm going to continue to keep rising above. You know, whether it's a person who is a model type or who's not a model type, it doesn't matter for me. Because at the end game, it's not about the person who's wearing the clothes, it's about the product, right, that's being sold. So, and, you know, it's all about the image and what I'm branding. So, you know, if I'm branding my company based on realistically, and I say, you know, this person is this figure, then that's the brand that I want my company to be under, right? So we got to keep in mind that we always going to have people always coming towards us during the time where we're going to try to create this reality for us. People are always going to have negativity to say. And when I tell you, I have experienced so much negativity. When I first said I was going to do my business, nobody thought it was a reality that was going to occur. So when I actually said, you know what, let me go ahead and get that LLC, because I want to protect my assets. So I said, you know what, let me go ahead and get that LLC. The minute I went ahead and got that LLC, there comes the negativity. But that was a negativity for me to stop what I was doing. So let me just keep it real with you. In 2006, I went ahead and I went to the court and I went and got my license, my business license. And I went ahead and got an EIN. When I realized how difficult it was, I immediately gave up on it. That's probably like the only thing I actually did was just get the EIN. And, you know, people on the sideline was like, why are you doing that? You need to go get a job. And I remember I had just graduated out of school. And they were like, you didn't even try to get a job yet. And I just got discouraged and gave up. So then about 2012, I went back again. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm just going to have an online store. I got halfway through building my website. and got so discouraged because of fear, right? I got discouraged because of fear. I said, you know what? Maybe I should just go ahead and get a job. Like, you know, I thought about it, like, what if I spend all this money and lose it and not get it in return? I didn't get a return on investment. And this is what most people feel. Like, there's numerous people that say, you know what, I want to start a business and never start a business. Like, my parents, when I came to this country, my father said he wanted to do a rental property. He wanted to get a dry cleaner business. He wanted to open a nail salon. And it was like every couple of years he would talk about he want a business, he want a business, he want a business. And to my parents are now in their 70s. And to this day, it never happened because it was always that fear. And because you live in such a crazy world, I'm telling you, this world is so crazy that we live in. And, you know, if I literally sit down and tell you how, when you think negative, how you attract negative, like negative people come out of nowhere. When my dad was basically saying that he wanted to do rental properties and he wanted to do this and he wanted to do that, it was always somebody there that's literally telling him, why are you doing that? Like, what are you doing that for? You know, like, why, you know, this person, you know, try to do the same thing you did and it didn't succeed. And it's like, I swear, like, people have like the million zillion stories of what they did, who they know, how it didn't succeed, and how that it didn't work out for that person. And then you say to yourself, but how come when I go, you know, around a specific neighborhood, I'm seeing like all these mom and pop shops, right? But then when I tell you I want to do this, then everyone has a story of why it won't work. So because of, like I said, because of who I am, I'm a person that I'm a go-getter. So if you tell me it's going to fail, it's really up to me to really believe that it's going to fail. And because I have that ability to really believe that I can manifest anything that I want, I'm not really listening to anyone. I don't really care what a person has to say, because at the end of the day, you're trying to hold me back. And you're that fear, that manifestation that actually came through that fear, that negative thought that I got. You're that materialized fear that I have in the back of my head. And because you're basically coming to me, if I feed into that, I'm never gonna get to where I want to be. So I do want to tell you on this video today, stay motivated. If you're starting a business, stay motivated. Don't give up. Don't allow other people to intervene and tell you anything that's negativity. You have more control of your own free will than you really think. There's restriction on this realm, but you have more control by your thought process. If you believe the sky's the limit, and you believe that you can succeed, and you believe that this is an opportunity that you want to jump on, and you believe this is the right time, and you want to start doing it, go ahead and get that license. Don't allow anyone to hold you back, anyone to stop you. And in the next year or 2 or 3 years, and you look back and you say, you know what, wow, I made it. I actually made it a reality. I actually went full force. And you know what? Because I stuck with it, look where I'm at, right? I remember when I was going to college and I got my bachelor's degree, I did not start my career. I did not get a job that I wanted. Like, I was not happy with like my life. I was not where the success that I wanted to be. It didn't take until I actually got that HR degree in my master's that allowed me to get the door open. And because when I had got the first degree, the bachelor's, I was always hesitant. I used to be like, you know what, if I go out there and get a job, you know, I'll have something to prove to everyone. Everyone will see that, you know what, this degree was worth it, you know? Because I had so many people who was always just very negative. There was no real support. Like, I had to self-motivate myself through school. So because they had so much negativity that was always going on, where people felt that the need to always share their opinions, like, people will always share their opinions. Remember that. People will always tell you, you can't do it. And because I didn't give up, because I'm a person, like, if I say that I'm going to do something and I really believe in myself, I'll do it. And because of all the fear that I had very early on, like I said, I started in 2003. I tried again in 2012. And then I came back to it at 2020. And it's because I feel like it's a calling. I feel like there's something that's calling me, like, hey, come get this business. So, because of that, I said to myself, you know what? I'm not going to give up this time. I'm actually going to go. And I really wanted to share that today, just in case that somebody is actually going through the same experience that I went through. And I'm trying to tell you, I'm telling you, when you're going to be a successful story, that same person who tried to talk you out of it is going to say, remember when I was there from the beginning? And I'm telling you that on your way to the bank, and when you purchase in that home or that car you want, that person is going to say, you remember I was there from the beginning. Like, I stood by you. Like, I was always there. And you're going to remember that, because keep in mind, people are just always uncomfortable with change. It's not necessary that they just don't want you to do it. It's that they are not comfortable seeing this change. And when you have like hidden fears that you're not working on with yourself, and you don't believe in yourself sometimes, or even subconsciously that you don't really know you have that fear, someone will come out of the woodworks. It's like you're being tested by the universe. Somebody will actually come out of the woodworks and literally say, hey, you sure you want to do that? So it's kind of way of the universe is actually trying to test you at this point for you to see if you really want it. And if you really want it, trust me, you can get it. But it's really all up to your consciousness. It's really all up to your thought process. It's really all up to you. You understand? So you are the dreamer, and you are the one who can materialize this. So I just wanted to have like a quick video today about how to go about manifesting, making it materialize, of you wanting to start your own business. And I do have a little tips if you want to start your business. I do definitely think that you need to start journalizing. Get a scrapbook, get a notebook, get a book, any book, and write down exactly what you want to occur within this year. And I will make another video as we go, and I will tell you how to go about journalizing. I definitely think that you need a vision board, and then within this vision board, you can have any board, and you take and you cut out everything that you want, down to the car. I want you to materialize everything. And when I say materialize it. Materialize it. Vision it. If you got to meditate on it, meditate on it. When you literally cut out a house, I don't care if the house was a mansion. I don't care if the house took up 10 blocks. If you live in New York, you know what 10 blocks is. I don't care if it took the whole street up. Cut that house out. I don't care if you was looking at a Bentley or if you was looking at a Benz. Cut that Benz out. Cut that Bentley out. Put it on your vision board. I don't care if you was visioning marriage during the time of you starting your business. You find somebody who's looking like they got married. Put it on top of your vision board. Whatever you want, put it on your vision board. Meditate on what you want to occur. And when I say meditate using visualization, what I want you to do is lay down and see yourself driving the car you want, the house you want, the family you want, the success you want, and really trying to make your life. You're trying to mold what you want. You're trying to materialize what you want. But the first thing first, as I always tell you from previous videos, you have to believe in yourself. That means negativity cannot affect you. Wear a shield, put a blockage, stop it. If you have to run, duck, hide from that negative person that affects you, do it. Because you're only going to harm yourself by not believing in yourself. Because the main and the most important thing is your thought process and you actually doing necessary steps to make it a reality. And as again, I want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next Monday on Business Monday. But today is Tuesday, but I am definitely going to make a video on Business Monday because it just happened, and I do want to let you guys know, literally the whole street or where I live actually lost current because it was so hot out here. I don't know if it's actually Con Edison is taking off the lights or the fuse blow, but we actually lost lights, so I definitely couldn't make a video. So I want to you know, actually make this is my business Monday, but I'm gonna drop it today on Tuesday. And definitely check out my second video that I'm gonna drop now. And I'll see you soon. I'll see you next Monday on Business Monday. And thank you for watching.